Cancers, I want you to ask yourself, what do you want? What are you passionate about? What's going to bring you joy, and go full speed in that direction? Because I feel like you might be in a little bit of limbo or deciding between two different things right now. Welcome to your Pisces season Horoscope. Cancers, I love you. I say this every single video that I love Cancerian energy. But for some of you, I just feel like you're just making other people happy, or you're not really focusing on you right now. The image that I saw was you. It was like you had your foot in two different time zones or two different timelines. It was like one is potentially the past or currently right now, and one is where you wanted to be, and you're just not really committing to either one. And I don't know if it's family obligations or you wanting to give back to others, or just a fear of committing, because that's coming up a little bit in this, like committing financially or just standing up for what you want. And that's fine if you want to stay where you currently are because you need to wrap up loose ends, or you need to take care of other family members, or you have other obligations that are pulling you. That's fine. But then commit to that and don't keep dreaming or longing. Of course, keep having that dream, but just be present in this obligation or taking care of this family member, because I just feel like you're being pulled in two directions. So, and that could just be like two different people, two different opportunities, jobs, but just decide what it is you want. The cards that I have that make this even more clear, we have the Page of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands, and then the Judgment card. So especially with the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, this is really ask yourself what it is that you want to invest in, and standing firm in that as well. And so usually with the Page of Pentacles, this is talking about a new opportunity that's either going to give you new money, a small windfall, inheritance, or even just investing that money, planting that seed in a new course, school, mentor, whatever that is, investing in something. And then standing firm, like I said, and there might even be resistance. It might not even be your obligation to a different party or different people, but just a fear of really going for it, or judgment and ridicule from others if you actually take that step. Or it could just be generational curses of really going for it. With the Judgment card, there is this element of potentially you've been faced with this decision before. We're still in that post retrograde shadow period with Mercury. And so if there was a opportunity or a situation that arose, and now you do have to make that decision on whether or not you want to pursue that lover, that dream, that opportunity. I also saw a car when I was channeling. So some of you are moving, or maybe there's an opportunity to move and you're just kind of scared with everything going on, leaving your family, or just not wanting to travel right now. And I think this is what I even saw for a lot of you during the Aquarius season Horoscopes, with like a really big opportunity coming, but just deciding when's the right timing. But especially with this Judgment card with the Nine of Wands, it's just asking yourself, how bad do you want it? And are you really willing to invest and go in that direction? Now, remember, with Pisces, that's a fellow water sign. So this energy is very auspicious. It's going to really serve you very well. And so I think it's just making sure, and this has been coming through, I think, pretty much for every single water sign Horoscope that I've done, is making sure that you're a priority first. As water signs, we always give and give and give. We're the one to nurture. We're always the one to help others. But sometimes we have a problem asking for what we need or what we deserve. And so I think that's just something to think about during this Pisces season, especially as we're coming down from this post-retrograde shadow period. A full moon in Virgo is coming at the end of the month as well in February. So lots to think about. But also to just ask yourself, where else can you invest? How can you make more actionable change? Especially with that Page of Pentacles, there could be opportunity for new money or chances for you to invest. Mostly you're in stocks. So if some of you are really interested in taking advantage of different stocks or different investments, maybe that's also just like investing some time so you actually have the money and the resources when that money flows in. So yeah, some of you definitely, if you have a family member or you just want to look into the stock market, lots of things are shaking, lots of things are moving right now. So I would recommend that as well. So let's see what else is coming through for Cancers. What else do Cancers need to know? There's also an image to Cancers of just asking yourself what it is you want. Pardon me. What did you want when you were a child? Are you really honoring that? Because it very clearly was like this inner child image that was coming through and I was just shuffling. So that's also something I want you to ask, even just with regards to where you are currently right now. Are you being looked after? Are you being taken care of? Or are you just trying to appease others and making yourself a second, third, fourth, fifth priority? Yep. So I do think, especially this card kind of fell out right on top of Judgment. So we do have that Four of Wands energy. So some of you might be questioning your family dynamics. Some of you might be questioning your home. Do I want to move? Do I want to stay? And this might just be in your city. But I do think that some of you are wanting to move to a completely different place in general. Maybe just in life, expansion of family. This has been kind of a constant theme for everyone with all this Aquarius energy and seeking that independence, but just breaking free of certain relationships that haven't been working. So if you've been in a committed relationship or you've really wanted, but now your ideals have changed, maybe now with that Four of Wands next to Judgment, this is now going to look a little bit different than it used to, and that's okay. Because the next two cards that we have in conjunction, the Nine of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles. So this is very clear. So whatever, and this is kind of going back to that dreams energy that's been coming up for you, Cancers. A lot of these readings, at least the ones that I've been doing, is what is your dream? What do you want most in this world? And are you willing to work for it? Are you willing to go the distance and not take no for an answer, no matter who is coming into your field, no matter how much it costs? You know that you're willing to invest to get there. And if you're not willing to go tooth and nail, burn the boat mentality, you have to ask yourself why. Another card that's coming through, we have that Nine of Swords. Are there certain anxieties? Are there certain pressures? Are there external forces that you're combating daily, especially at night, that are getting in the way of you really going and accepting your dream? Whatever that may be. And so some of you might just need to have certain tools or resources at night so that you're not getting in your head or you're not self-sabotaging yourself from really putting in the work. Because some of you might be working at a regular 9-to-5 job to make sure you have the coins, and the only time to put in the effort, or to realign yourself is at night. And so you might be super exhausted. You might have to care for other people and you don't have the energy. And so making sure that you have those resources, the investments to help you make this easier is going to be prudent. So let's see. I'm just going to pull two more cards, especially with regards to that Nine of Cups, Eight of Pentacles energy. Yeah, this is also kind of been linked with the Judgment, but there's kind of this energy of don't be afraid to dream big, to go there. If there's any, especially if there's a recurring narrative of I'm not good enough, my time has passed, no one's going to love me. Any of these old beliefs, it's like the voice that comes through, it's like, fuck those limiting voices. You can have whatever it is you want. And so just seeing where that's coming through. So some of you might also be dealing with like past heartbreak or past relationship woes that might also be holding you back, or that could be the energy from the beginning of this reading. The reason why I say that, we have the Five of Cups with the Knight of Wands. So if you are holding on to past failure, past heartbreak, that could also be the reason why you're not ready to move on. It's because you're still stuck in that moment. But especially with the Knight of Wands, if you can learn to let go of that past hurt, then this is exciting opportunity. With regards to lovers, this is fun, romantic, beautiful energy. But also with regards to opportunity, this is something that you're extremely passionate about. Remember, knights are messengers. And so some of you might also receive a message and it's not what you wanted. And that might also just cause you to be defeated because you really wanted this, but don't allow that to get in your way, especially with the Knight of Wands. This is extremely fast moving motion. And remember, Aries season is right around the corner, which is sometimes like the epitome of Knight of Wands. It's like, I want this now, give it to me. Yeah. Oh, Cancers. The bottom two cards on the deck, that Two of Cups with the Two of Pentacles. So some of you are definitely maybe just in your feelings, or just really, you know what it is you want opportunity or dream-wise, but you're still hung up on a relationship or even a collaboration. It doesn't necessarily need to be love, but just past energies that haven't worked. You're trying to balance it, or you're trying to balance a relationship with work or family. And so this is just getting very crystal clear on what it is you want, what people are going to help you get there, and then releasing what doesn't serve you, especially around your dreams. Remember, you already had one of the best cards in this deck, the Nine of Cups, but there was that Judgment card. So if there is a decision on should I say or should I go with regards to your home, relationships, or your dream, that is probably going to be a main focal point. And then past anxieties or lovers or heartbreak or failure may pull you one way to keep you where you are. But if you can have the hope and the faith that you know that you're going to do the work, you know that that dream is already yours, then you can break through to that next level. But it's just committing to either or, and not, and because some of you also might be working through that energy and needing to purge, needing to have some of that spiritual care, needing to work with certain light workers or certain energy workers to help you get through this heartbreak or this past energies that you've been dealing with so that you can move on. But just be honest with where you are currently. And if you know that you need to do some work before you can move on, that's fine. But just don't split your energy, because I don't think that's going to serve you. Either go balls deep in the one direction, or commit to being the caregiver to helping others right now, and then wrap that up so that you can move forward confidently. So I think that's the general energy that's coming through, Cancers. Of course, this is just a general reading. You can also look at your rising and your moon sign videos for even more clarity. If you want to book a one-on-one to go into this further, you can go to my website or DM me and we can talk about that. And if this reading really resonated and you want to leave a tip, that's always appreciated. You can also find that link in my bio. And please tag a fellow Cancer who could also benefit from this message. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.